For years, we have been fortunate enough to pursue our passion for hunting across the country. The beginning of our hunting season is always marked by familiar waypoints. We look back on memories that we have made in the past and use those memories to map out how we can create new ones. We are constantly expanding our friendships and exploring new ground as a team. Our passion for hunting has brought us this far and shows no sign of slowing down anytime soon.
Well, it's another year of SB, and I don't know exactly how long we've been doing this now. I think it's well over 10 years. And one thing's always consistent. Every single year, we start off somewhere, generally in September. It's always really warm. It's always really green.
Seems like every year, what really kicks the season off is when we all get our new bows in. That happens, usually early in the summer, and it's time to head to the bow shop, get everything set up, dialed in, and it just puts a stamp on the beginning of the year. I'm here, Johnny's Bow Shop, Mount George Archery. We're getting it set up today. We're fixing to shoot it through paper for the first time. Let's see how this bow performs.
I come to know John Thomas through Brandon, and we've been friends for a long time now. And Johnny's really the one that got me serious into bow hunting as far as getting all our gear set up and everything that comes along with that. And he's about as good as it gets.
I thought all of y'all were crazy. Go start a TV show. It was you and Brandon and Jeremiah, and y'all had this idea, and we're gonna start a TV show. And I thought y'all were all nuts. And look, how many? 10 years? 11 years?
11 years.
And we're still doing it. Or we're not. I'm not doing it anymore. I still help these guys.
You should be on camera a little more.
Probably not. Not with these anymore.
Yeah, I think it was the first spring that we filmed for SB when me and him went out there to Kansas turkey hunting.
Yeah,
And neither one of us had no great at all.
We've all aged in the last 10 years, no doubt. I've gotten a lot smarter.
That's debatable.
Johnny said that's debatable.
That's very debatable there.
This is the second year these guys have got to go to Kentucky, and for whatever reason, my schedule's just never seemed to align itself. As good fortune would have it, Heath gets to miss out on another awesome opportunity.
We are about an hour and 15 minutes into our first hunting trip of the year. I'm absolutely pumped. It's August 31st. We're headed to Kentucky. We got a long trip. About 10, 11 hours working our way that way. It's always awesome to be heading out on the first hunting trip of the year. There's nothing like it.
A little sketchy, huh?
I can't see jack. I can see that dude's flashers in front of me. Got our permission slip, almost to camp. Been a long day of travel, but we're gonna be deer hunting tomorrow. As we get into camp that first afternoon after we get done shooting bows, I want to ride around and look at some deer. Let's go check some bean fields and see what we can see. Sure enough, we round the corner and there he is. There, standing in a bean field 75, 80 yards off the road is the buck that we're after. After watching him for a little while, getting some pictures and some footage of him, he hopped back in the woods and we turn around and we head to camp to get ready for the next day.
Strut & Buck is being brought to you by Nikon. Trust earned. Big & J. The aroma is super strong. The range is super long. And Swagger. The bipod with moves. Strut & Buck is being brought to you by the Tour 12 podcast. Experience 12 months of living your passion. business, leadership, and life. Search the Tour 12 podcast on iTunes.
We finally get into camp, get our bows out, do some shooting, check our gear, getting everything set up for our first evening hunt. That first afternoon, it's that time that everybody looks for. It's the absolute first hunt of the year. First time you get in a tree, from all your preparation in the summer, all the shooting, all the practicing, you finally get to get in a tree, you finally get to get in the woods and hunt and actually be hunting deer. To me, it's just like Christmas morning. You never know what's gonna happen. There's always that huge anticipation for that time.
It's opening day. We all look forward to this day all year long, from the time season goes out until right now. All the preparation and thought, what we do before it starts today. We're in northern Kentucky. First day of the season. And I'm pumped to be here. We got a really good buck that we spotted last night. Using this bean film. Got a little BB squared out on this power line. Hopefully kind of suck him in. It's a little bit early, but it's the first day, so we wanted to get in here. We're ready to hunt. We're gonna get settled and see what happens. Suckers are coming out.
So this year in camp, we got Matt Covington and myself hunting, and then we also got Matt Cow and Clede Spooner hunting together. So we've got two crews in camp.
First night here down at North Fork Outfitters in Kentucky. Pretty excited. I'd never had a chance to hunt velvet whitetails before, so Matt gave me a call, asked me if I wanted to come down and hunt with him, and it's pretty awesome to be whitetail hunting right now. So here we are, opening day.
We're deer hunting. It's weird. I feel like I'm doing something illegal. It's so strange to be hunting this early. So, Kentucky is one of the few states in the country that allow you the opportunity to hunt this early. So, we got invited down by Cameron and Mike here at North Fork Outfitters. So, we absolutely accepted the invitation. And we're here for some good velvet buck action.
Strut and Buck is being brought to you by Expedition Archery, Experience Perfection, Thermacell, Turn It On, Mosquitoes Gone, and Buck Bomb, Explosive Results. Strut and Buck is being brought to you by B&W Trailer Hitches, completely stows away and is 100% American made. Because the best adventures begin with towing.
We're gonna run down here where Matt and I are hunting this evening and freshen up this Big and J that we've got put out up there. We got a heavy rain the other night. Some of it got wet, so we're gonna clean it up a little bit, put some fresh out. We're hunting a bunch of beans is what we're hunting, and a power line. These deer just back and forth down these power lines hitting these bean patches. Baiting's legal here in Kentucky, and we like BB squared, Big and J, so we're definitely utilizing it. We're trying to use it to kind of put these deer, right where we need them, because otherwise they're not really coming out anywhere consistent or in the same spot ever. So we're gonna try and get them right where we need them.
Came over to this spot here in Mason County, and it's a far back corner of this giant cornfield. So we're gonna go in, check the camera, refresh it with some Big and J, and think about coming in here tomorrow. So looks like a pretty sweet spot. So we just pulled this camera, and there's one real good buck. It's like a mid-30s 8-point. So we're gonna hang this camera set and make an assessment later today or tomorrow to figure out what we're gonna do. Whether we're gonna come back in tonight or tomorrow.
Last year we had very cool weather. It was unseasonably cool. We had temperatures in the low 40s at night, and the highs were in the low 60s. Yeah, well, we ain't got that this year. It's hot. It's Africa hot here.
It's our second night here in Kentucky. Second hunt. It is a smoker. It's not super hot, but it's just so humid. It rained here about 3 hours ago. We got some BB squared out, so kind of hopefully when they get up on their feet, they'll kind of come here for just a little bit to give us an opportunity, because they're pretty random as far as where they're coming out. Never in the same spot, but hopefully tonight's the night.
Strut and Buck is being brought to you by White Cat Electric Bikes. Financing available starting at $75 a month. Hunter Safety System. Saving lives is what we do. And Sportsman's Guide. Outfitting your passion for the outdoors at the lowest prices. Strut and Buck is being brought to you by the Tour 12 Podcast. Experience 12 months of living your passion. Business, leadership, and life. Search the Tour 12 Podcast on iTunes.
This weather's made it super tough this year. Last year was pretty much opposite, and Matt, he connects the first afternoon we're in camp.
Man, it's September 2nd, and we're fortunate enough we get to kick it off here in Mason County, Kentucky with North Fork Outfitters. We can't thank them enough for the invite. So Brandon came up from Arkansas, so he's buying
So sure enough, this deer comes in and he gets downwind of us, and man, does he get boogery. But we had a yearling out in front of us too, and this deer was kind of on the upwind side of us, so this buck, he just couldn't figure out whether he needed to peel out or why this deer in front of us was just hanging around and chilling and eating in the food plot.
He's down right there, Brandon. He's down right there. Oh my God. Dude. Oh my God. That is a rush. He's piled up right over there. You see him?
Look at that. Oh yeah. First velvet whitetail ever. Out here in Mason County, Kentucky.
Well, it's our last afternoon. Matt and I are headed to a stand that Cleed had hung a few days before, and we're hoping for some last day magic.
Well, guys, it's our last evening here in Kentucky. We slipped down in here in this hole. It's hot. It's bad hot. We got some BB squared out down here. I think this is a really good bottom here. A lot of stuff comes together. Problem is, wind's swirling in here. We're continuing to spray down with scent away. And hopefully we can get away with it enough to get a shot at one of these deer. It's about 95 today in Kentucky. It's our last evening. We're all in.
It's come time that Matt and I, we've got to get on the road and get back home. Cameron and Mike and Carter, I mean, they put in the work. The deer were there, they just weren't on their feet. And these guys run a top-notch outfit. I can't say enough about the outfitting business that they have. Love it, I love the place. They've got the big deer, and I'll promise you, we will be back. On a previous episode, I have made the comment about
New York City?
New York rednecks.
Right.
Matt's seatbelt's not on because the truck's telling us. I missed my turn because I'm jacking with the camera guy.